Did you know that many people have been training their abs the wrong way for years without even realizing it? They spend hundreds of hours doing crunches, sweating it out, yet their waistline never seems to change. The surprising truth is that the secret isn't a T about training more. It's about a few small details that most people overlook. In today's video, I'm going to share some simple principles to help you build a strong, healthy core, especially if you're over 50. There is one thing that many people, including patients who have been following my advice for years, often misunderstand about their core. They tell me, "Doctor, I do crunches every single day, but I still don't see a six-pack." I always smile because the problem isn't that you aren't training hard enough. It's that the muscles are hidden beneath a layer of body fat. Have you ever felt like you've been putting in so much effort, but the results just aren't there? Don't get discouraged. I want you to imagine a beautiful stone statue covered by a thick blanket. The statue is still there. We just can't see it yet. Your abs are the same. Training builds the muscle, but proper nutrition and reducing body fat percentage are the keys to revealing them. That is why, in over 30 years of caring for adults and seniors, I have always emphasized that exercise and nutrition should never be separated if your goal is a healthy, toned body. There is one small detail in core training that many people skip, especially after age 50: how you engage your core and control your breath. A patient of mine once said, "Doctor, I exercise a lot, but why can't I feel my abs?" The answer usually lies in your technique, not the quantity of exercises. I want you to imagine your core as a suit of armor protecting your body. When you exercise, you aren't just moving your arms and legs. You need to learn how to activate that armor. Gently tighten your midsection as if you were about to cough. Keep your spine stable, and exhale slowly while you contract your muscles. Science shows that coordinating your breath with muscle contraction increases core activation while reducing pressure on your lower back. Sometimes one slow, correct movement is worth 100 rushed repetitions. In my years of working with people over 50, I've found that the area causing the most insecurity is the lower abdomen. It's also the hardest area to improve if you're training incorrectly. A patient told me, "I do so many AB exercises, but my lower belly just won't change." I understand that feeling because the issue isn't a lack of effort. It is likely that you aren't targeting the necessary muscles. The reverse crunch is a simple but highly effective exercise to activate the lower abs. To do it, lie on your back with your knees bent, placing your hands by your sides or under your hips for support. Instead of just pulling your legs toward your chest, focus on curling your pelvis up, lifting your hips slightly off the floor. Hold for 1 second at the top, then lower yourself back down with control. The key after 50 or 60 isn't to train harder, it's to train smarter. A slow, precise movement helps build core strength, protects your lower back, and improves your daily mobility. One of the common mistakes I see in beginners, especially over 50, is focusing on only one area. They want a nice stomach, so they only do crunches. But our core is more than just one group of muscles. I want you to visualize your midsection like a natural suit of armor. To keep it strong, it needs to be built from different layers. We have the upper abs to help you curl forward, the lower abs to support leg lifts and pelvic stability, and the obliques on the sides to help you rotate and create a balanced waistline. A 62-year-old patient of mine once said, "I don't need a body like an athlete. I just want to feel strong when I walk, bend over, and play with my grandkids." That is exactly why we need comprehensive training. A strong core doesn't just help you look better, it helps you stand taller, move with confidence, and protects your body in the years to come. Something I always remind people over 50 is this: your body doesn't grow while you are pushing it to the limit. It grows while you give it the chance to recover. Your core is no exception. I've met many determined people who train their abs every day, thinking that more is always better. But after a while, they start feeling back pain, fatigue, or hit a plateau. Have you ever felt that way? Your muscles need time to repair the micro tears caused by exercise. That's how they get stronger. So, instead of daily training, give your body proper rest. For most adults, especially over 50, training your core 2 to 3 times a week with proper technique is much more effective. Remember, health is not a sprint. It is a long journey where patience and listening to your body are the keys to staying healthy for years to come. When talking about a healthy, balanced waistline, we need to build stability across the entire core. This is why the bicycle crunch and the Russian twist always have a spot in my programs for adults over 50. A patient of mine shared, "I want a tighter stomach, but I also want my body to be flexible and healthy as I age." That is the true goal. With the bicycle crunch, lie on your back, lift your shoulders off the floor, and bring your left elbow toward your right knee while extending the other leg. Then switch sides, like pedaling a bike. Remember, slow and controlled is always better than fast and rushed. With the Russian twist, sit and lean back slightly. Keep your back straight, tighten your abs, and rotate your torso side to side. The key is rotating your core, not just swinging your arms. These two exercises don't just tone your midsection, they improve your balance and make everyday movements easier. On the journey to better health, the most important thing isn't how heavy you can lift today. It is how long you can keep going over the coming months and years. I always tell my patients that your body doesn't change because of a few heroic workouts, but because of small efforts repeated consistently. A 68-year-old patient once said to me, "I used to think it was too late to start, but then I realized that making a little progress every day makes all the difference." And that is the mindset we need. When doing these exercises, don't rush to do too much at once. Start with a manageable number of reps, focus on your form, then increase the challenge gradually. True progress doesn't come from breaking your limits in a single day, but from not giving up on the most ordinary days. At 50, 60, or beyond, every time you choose to move, you are investing in your future self. The deepest lesson here is this: body transformation doesn't happen overnight. It is built through small, repeated choices made every day. A light workout done correctly, a healthier meal, a decision to not give up today. All of these contribute to a healthier version of you in the future. You don't need to be an athlete. You just need to start from where you are right now. Listen to your body, train smart, stay consistent, and remember that health is the most precious gift you can give yourself. What do you think is the hardest part about staying consistent with your workouts? Lack of time, lack of motivation, or simply not knowing where to start? Leave your answer in the comments so we can share our experiences. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the Everyday Vital Path channel to support us. It gives us the motivation to keep creating valuable content to help you live a healthier, more active, and happier life every day.